Hey guys, and welcome to the overall epilogue of Life is Strange. This is going to encapsulate every single kind of like the overall story of Life is Strange. So episodes 1 through 5. If you want to check out what I think of each episode individually, you can. It's in the epilogue playlist, so or in the Life is Strange playlist too. So I kind of made a couple notes so that way I wouldn't forget because I've been playing this game for like 3-4 months now. So yeah, so I kind of made this so that way just I wouldn't forget what uh, things I thought about the game early on and what happens. So the very first note I made was Chloe reminds me of Riku from Kingdom Hearts. She does to this day. She does remind me of Riku. I mean, if you've played the game, you can kind of understand why. I can't really explain why, but she just puts off a very Riku vibe. Yeah. Audio not lining up. Sometimes the audio doesn't line up with the characters' motions or with their mouth. And by motions, I mean movements with their hands and body. Like, it doesn't line up and it doesn't make sense. I've caught multiple times where Max is moving her arms in a way that doesn't really line up with the audio. And it just takes you out of the game. And it's not that great. Not that great. And also with the last episode where Max's mouth wasn't even moving. It didn't even move. It was just kind of there. Not moving when she was speaking. So that really sucked. Some character models seem stiff when moving around. Again, that's just an animation thing, and I don't know if it's because of the character models themselves or just not being able to get enough movement within the characters, but the every single character just is so stiff when they move. Like, it seems like, especially with later episodes, it goes from movement 1 to 2, but there should be like 5 to 6 like smaller things in there. It takes you out of the game and it doesn't seem human. It's not as smooth. It seems really stiff. I liked how this game dealt with hard-hitting topics like suicide and, death and murder and all that. It's kind of one of those things where a lot of games don't really talk about that, or they only allude to it. It's not brought up to the forefront. And I like that, and I like how they created side characters' stories that, like, made sense within the universe. And it's like, oh yeah, I totally know I totally understand what's going on. Because it's like they made the characters seem real and they make the characters seem like real teens, which is nice. And I have a note. I like how they allude to the option. I like how they include the option / allude to same-sex relationships with like Max and Chloe and Rachel. They kind of like allude to that or give you the option. I know in the Sacrifice Chloe ending, if you do a certain number, like if you do some options in the episode, in the whole game, if you like, there are certain choices where Chloe will either give you a hug or give you a kiss, and it's like, okay. Sadly that doesn't happen in the Save Chloe. I don't know why I was blanking there, the Save Chloe ending, but if you sacrifice Chloe, that happens. Some other notes. There's a lot of glitches, and you can totally tell when the studio was rushed just to make the deadline. You can 100% tell. I know episode 3, I think it was, felt very much like a filler episode, and you can see that sometimes the animation wasn't perfect, and if there was just a couple more minutes spent on it, it would have been amazing. But I think, again, time and budget constraints are the reason why, like, it didn't get fully done. Yeah, there are a couple glitches, I know, that, like, everyone's been experiencing, so, yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much all the thoughts I have on the game. So, thank you guys for watching this whole journey, and I'll see you in the next playthrough. Bye, guys.